What's up, fellas? Mobay 876 RC signing back on with a quick update video for you guys on the Arrma Limitless. Finally got all my electronics in the mail. Give you guys a quick rundown of what I'm throwing in mine. As far as the ESC, I'm going with the Hobby Wing Max 6. I'm throwing an X01 big block motor in there. I almost went with a TP motor, but I didn't want to have to reverse the motor mount and the battery tray and all that, so that's why I'm going with the big block motor. It's big enough to get me going down the street. With that being a lower KV motor, I can gear it up, play with the gearing and all that good stuff. Almost went with a 2200 Mama Monster setup too before that, but that setup is not strong enough to push the Arrma Limitless. I want to say that Mamba setup is only supposed to be in a car that's like 8 to 10 pounds, which the Limitless got to be every bit of 13, probably even 14 pounds, depending on the setup that you're running. So I know that'll be a good motor setup for that car. I actually see a few guys running that same setup in their cars and they're getting decent numbers. I'm also going to be trying out that new Futaba 3PV controller and receiver combo. If anybody is running that combo, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you like it. As far as the servo, it's a little cheap $30 servo from off of eBay. Be throwing in there's metal gears. It's fast, but not super fast. It'll get the job done for what I'm trying to do. I got the Kill Mode cat pack I'm gonna be throwing in it, and also I got a turbo Jurassic fan that I'm gonna be throwing on top of that big block motor. I just gotta find the right heat sink to fit on there and find a way to mount that fan up. And then also I got my series connectors for my speed runs, and I'm running XT90 connectors on this bad boy, so I'm gonna go ahead and get everything installed, come back and let you guys check it out. And I'm also try to see if I can find an open lot and just get a feel for the car before I take it out and do all out speed runs. So stay tuned for that. Yes sir, the Arrma Limitless is alive. Finally got the electronics off and this thing is ready to go. Like I told you guys earlier in the video, tomorrow I plan on going out to a parking lot. Hopefully it's empty, no cars there, where I can just really run this thing, get a feel for it. I will have my temp gun to keep an eye on the temperatures. I'm gonna bring my GPS just to see what kind of speeds we can get in the parking lot, just getting a feel for it. A few things that I want to show you guys what I did, what I noticed. One, when I took out those diffusers right there in the front and I put the factory screw back down in there, I had a lot of play just with that factory screw. So what I did, I took the screw out and put 2 spacers on each side. Now you can see it's nice and firm. So if you plan on taking out those diffusers, I would probably put some spacers down below the screw just to keep this nice and firm right there. Another thing that I got to work on is that body. I noticed when you running this car, I was just running it in the house, when you hit the reverse, the body start to peel up a little bit and rub this back tire. So I probably have to run it with some tape. I told you guys about the Jurassic turbo fan. I was trying to find a big enough heat sink to mount that fan directly to the motor. Had to do a little bit of improvising. I just went ahead and zip tied it up to the center chassis brace and actually sit right directly on top of the motor. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this thing on real quick and let you hear real quick. This thing is pretty powerful. I heard a few guys tell me about these, so I finally pulled the trigger on one of these turbo fans. Well worth the money. This thing is ready to go. Give it a quick squeeze. Trim down the back wing just a hair. I'm gonna trim it down in increments just to see how it work out before I decide to just trim it down all the way. Share, like, subscribe. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get a run video of this thing. Appreciate you watching.